What does it mean to be 13 years old and capable of murder? When Netflix released Adolescence, viewers expected a gripping crime story. But what they got was something deeper, darker, and for many, devastating. A boy, a knife, a dead classmate. But the most haunting part? It could happen in any family, in any school, to any child. This isn't just a crime drama. It's a mirror. And what people are seeing in it is making them uncomfortable. Episode 1 begins like a nightmare. Early morning, a quiet neighborhood. Then, police lights, sirens, a knock at the door. 13-year-old Jamie Miller is arrested for stabbing his classmate Katie. His parents, Eddie and Maria, watch in disbelief as their child is taken away. Not as a victim, but as a killer. From the first moment, Adolescence pulls no punches. The camera never cuts. You feel trapped in the room with them. You feel the breath catch in the father's throat. You feel the mother's silence scream louder than any words. In the interrogation room, Jamie barely flinches. His answers are flat, disturbingly calm. He says he's innocent, but the evidence says otherwise. And slowly, what begins to emerge is not just guilt, but rage. What shocked viewers the most wasn't what Jamie had done. It was how he talked about Katie. About girls, about being owed something. One viewer said, "It wasn't the crime that chilled me. It was how normal he thought it was." Another wrote, "He reminded me of some boys I knew in high school. That's what terrified me." Episode 2 takes us into Jamie's school life. And the deeper we go, the worse it gets. His friends talk about Katie like she was property. Some even say she deserved what happened for humiliating Jamie. These aren't evil kids. They're just soaked in a culture that devalues women. A viewer described it perfectly. This show didn't just show one bad apple. It showed how rotten the whole basket is becoming. And many recognize the language. Not from television, but from YouTube. From influencers. From real life. In episode 3, Jamie meets Dr. Bryony, a psychologist tasked with figuring him out. She tries to connect. But as Jamie speaks, her professional distance breaks. Viewers were shaken by this scene. They said it felt too real. Too close to conversations they've had, or feared having. The way Jamie talked, I've heard that tone. It's scary how normal it's become. That therapist's reaction, that was all of us. By the end of the session, even the expert is scared. Because Jamie's not just parroting ideas. He believes them. The final episode, the trial. Jamie at last pleads guilty. No more lies, no more denial, just silence. But the real heartbreak doesn't come in the courtroom. It comes afterward. Jamie's father walks into his son's empty bedroom, and he breaks. One viewer said, "That broke me. I didn't cry for Jamie. I cried for his dad." Another, "It made me wonder, would I even know if my son was becoming like that?" Because adolescence isn't just about a murderer. It's about a family blindsided by something they couldn't see coming. So, what is Adolescence really trying to say? It's not just a tragedy. It's a diagnosis. We're watching a generation of boys growing up online, unsupervised, learning from influencers instead of parents, echo chambers instead of empathy. One viewer wrote, "It's about radicalization, and we didn't even notice it happening." Another said, "I used to think this kind of violence came from broken homes. Now I realize it can grow in any home." The show asks a chilling question. What if we're raising kids who think they're entitled to love, to sex, to control, and when they don't get it, they retaliate? After the show aired, people couldn't stop talking about it. Parents said they couldn't sleep. Teachers wanted it shown in classrooms. Some said it should come with a warning for every parent of a teenage boy. One viewer admitted, "I watched episode 4 and held my son all night. I couldn't stop crying." Another wrote, "This show made me terrified and grateful. It made me talk to my kids about everything." Some found it too heavy, too slow. But most agreed, it's not entertainment. It's education. It's a warning shot. Adolescence is hard to watch. But maybe that's the point. Because behind every Jamie, there's a phone. An echo chamber. A silence. A moment we missed. We can't protect our children from everything. But we can open our eyes. We can ask better questions. And we can listen. If this show shook you, if it stayed with you, then maybe it did what it was meant to do. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown valuable, share it and like it. Talk about it. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the shows that move us.